Hey guys, how you doing? My name is SM22, and welcome to how to make a YouTube video. Or actually, wait, no, that's how to make a good YouTube video. You gotta put the good in there, you know. We're not doing clickbait. We're not telling people, hey, you can make YouTube videos, but they'll be bad. No, make them good. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna walk you guys through the process of recording and editing. It will be different for everyone else, but I'll show you guys options on how to record, on how to edit, on what to use. And there's a how to edit series here on this channel. There's only one episode right now, but we're working on other episodes, and we're also gonna work on some other things, like, I don't know, possibly expanding this, because people asked me before, like, hey, how do you make your videos? I'm not going exactly how I make my videos, but I'm going through how to make good videos. I'm hoping to make a how I make my videos thing separately, where I go into full detail, and I spend like 10 hours on it. I don't know, but let's get into this. Recording. Bwop. Hey guys! Alright, so this is OBS Studio. This is what I use to record the gameplay of my videos. I use something else to record my face cam, but if you guys are just trying to get it all onto one file, then, you know, you can use it like this. You gotta set up your scenes, and you have to set up your sources. You can change your sources in your scenes. I'll show you guys what all the sources mean in possibly a different video, but for now it's just kind of like, you can just test out what works, what doesn't work, and if you want to be super professional, you can go into studio mode, but no one really cares. What's important is settings. So, in your settings, which is this thing, okay, first of all, don't have it on the white. The white one sucks. Have it on the dark one. The dark one's better, okay? Just have it on the dark one. That's what's necessary. Okay, this stream thing, if you want to stream to YouTube, then go like that. If you want to stream to Twitch, then go like that. If you do want to stream to YouTube or Twitch, you got to use a stream key thing. Obviously, mine is hidden because if anyone was to stream on my channel, then they would be streaming on my channel, and that would be really bad. Just your stream key should be on where your channel is. It should just be kind of there. So, you know, you guys can use that. That's not really too important. If you do want to stream, though, make sure you guys put in your stream key. A lot of people actually forget about that. I've forgotten about it a couple times. Anywho, let's go into audio. So audio is actually pretty important, okay? So the microphone that I have set up here is the Yeti stereo microphone. This is the one that is next to my face on my desk. You guys can set it up different ways. If you do plug in a microphone, then it'll be under mic auxiliary audio device. If you guys are just recording with your desktop, or if you are recording your desktop, then record the audio that is found in here, and that'll be about as simple as it's gonna get. Video, kind of similar scenario. Just set up your base resolution, the resolution that you see right here. You know, if you make it 720p, then it'll be slightly smaller. If you make it 1080, it'll all be bigger. And your output resolution is what you are trying to output. You can have it at 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. I don't think it really matters all too much. The FPS values do matter. I have everything at 30 because if not, it'll run pretty badly. And, you know, I'm only off of a laptop. But when I do change eventually to a PC, I will not be changing anything about this. It'll probably still be the same. Everything will just be bumped a little bit. So in advanced, it's pretty much kind of like the same thing as general. Just kind of like work your way around it, see what works for you. With hotkeys, you can set up hotkeys. I don't really set up hotkeys because they're pretty annoying to deal with most of the time because I forget what they are. But hey, they're always there, and you guys know what hotkeys are. Just you click a key on your button and it starts something. Anyway, output. This is where all the magic happens. Alright, so first of all, you guys want to make sure that this output mode up here, when you first open it up, it will say simple, but it's supposed to say advanced. And if it says advanced, then you're good. You are perfectly ready to go. Oh, kinda. You're ready to start getting ready to go. So, you can enable a replay buffer. I don't because then because it can mess up something. I've tried it before. It doesn't really work all too well. Audio, you can kind of leave this alone for the most part. I'm not gonna lie. I really do not know what it's supposed to mean. But, hey, it hasn't had any problems on me, so I think it's okay. Anyway, if you want to stream, there's this. So it's kind of, you can kind of go based on what kind of computer you have, how powerful it is, and what you're going to do with it, I guess. These are my settings. I have the bitrate very low because that's all my computer can realistically handle. The only things that I am 100% sure that everyone should have 2 audio tracks at least. That way you can have your desktop audio and your microphone audio. If you do not have a microphone, make sure you get one. The cheapest microphones that I could say are 100% good is the Blue Snowball. I had a Blue Snowball for over a year, actually. I just upgraded to the Blue Yeti maybe about a month and a half ago. And the Snowball, the only reason I upgraded is because just the Snowball being on my desk, I didn't really like it too much. It didn't look good enough, and you know, it's about time to I would say upgrade every other year or something. I'm not really sure. It's all up to you. But it costs about $50. Maybe even in the 40s somewhere if you find it. I found it on Amazon for like $45, and it's a great deal. Trust me, people will want to watch your stream if you have good audio. If you have bad audio, people will not even bother. Okay, so that for sure. Second, your encoder. It must be this QuickSync H.264, and if it doesn't appear on here, then make sure it's the closest thing to this, okay? If it is not something like this, then it's on a lower, less powerful encoder, and it probably will not work, okay? Your output, you can have it at 720p, 1080p, whatever you really want. For most YouTube videos, for some reason, only play at a max of 720p. I'm not really sure how to change that, so I just have it at 720p because I don't bother putting in extra power when it's going to look the same anyways. Target usage, you can change this between quality, balanced, and speed. I have it on balanced because for some reason quality doesn't work. Your profile, pretty much baseline means baseline means take as much power as you want, OBS. Main means, well, I mean, you should be the main power, but, you know, don't really take everything up. And high is, don't take too much power from me, OBS. Please, I want to be able to still have my computer run. So, if you do have just a laptop, make sure it's on high. If you have a really powerful PC, make sure it's on baseline. Your bitrate, you can kind of change whenever you want. I have it at 50. You can kind of make it look as much as you want to change it. And your rate control should be CBR. I'm not sure if the other ones are good, but I have been told that CBR is the best, and I've tried a few of the others, and CBR is the best. Alright, so that's it for streaming. Recording is kind of similar in the sense of it's kind of the same deal with like the bitrate, the rate control, the profiles, target usage, output, and encoder. Have the same encoder. Make sure your recording format is MP4 because all editors take MP4, and a lot of them don't take other formats. Some of them do, but most of them don't. Your output, you can have it whatever you want. Encoder, make sure it's this again, the QuickSync H.264, rate control CBR, and the bitrate, you can kind of have it whatever you want. I have it at 2500 because, you know, why not? And the async depth and keyframe interval, I didn't talk about this a minute ago. It's over on here too. Just leave these at what they are. Like, I'm not sure what they're supposed to mean, but if I do mess with them, then it does change some things for the worse. So I'm not really sure what it's supposed to accomplish, but it hasn't made too much of an effect on me, so I wouldn't change it. So these are the settings that you're going to record with. So it's time to think about what you're going to use. If you use a computer, PC, Mac, whatever, then it's time to go on to the editing stage. But if you use a phone, then, you know, let's record with a phone then. Hey, we are on the phone. We are recording with the camera. If you guys want to make good videos, make sure you got a good camera. If you guys are just recording, like, your face, like doing vlogs or something, why the hell wouldn't you use your phone camera? You can use a tablet camera, I guess. Or you can use, like, an actual, like, camera. But your phone camera, it works well enough. But are you doing, like, Let's Play videos or something? Because then you got to screen record, and that's all, like, some kind of a big mess. So, screen recording, I recommend some of these. Alright, look at this. It's a phone recorder app thing. See, getting your screen to record isn't actually as hard as it looks. Okay, now I am recording this portrait mode, which is kind of bad. You guys always should record landscape. You guys know landscape is super important. But hey, you know, I mean, this isn't, I don't know how I'm going to fit this into the editor, but you can just kind of do whatever you want, put it all in, do the thing, and just kind of, you guys can just record it. There are a bunch of screen recorders, just look it up. There's DU screen recorder, AZ screen recorder, there is all kinds of stuff, actually. There's tons of stuff. Look on your local app store or Google Play. I'm not sure if all of these are on the Apple App Store. They might be, but I know for a fact that what I just mentioned is on the Google Play Store. I can tell you that for sure. And there are a whole bunch of things out there that you can use. All right. So with this recording thing in mind, I mean, you don't really have to have any settings for this. With recording out of the way, now let's get to the meat and potatoes, the editing. See, look at this. All right, good editor right here. Which is a mobile app. It is a Google Play Store app, right? And it works really well. It's a video editor, and it's really good at what it does. And it's very reliable, very well kept, very cool, and it's pretty cheap too. I'm not even gonna lie. This thing is actually like not expensive at all. It's really. I paid like $5 for it. Now there's a subscription thing where it's maybe like $20 a year or so, but it's like, it's kind of worth it, especially since this is on your phone. There are PC editors that I'm gonna go full in detail over, so look out for that in the very near future. But for now, if you guys want to learn Power Director, there is a link to the how to edit on Power Director video in the description, and I highly suggest you guys check it out. Power Director is really cool. There's also KindMaster, which I am planning on doing a video sometime in the future, and yeah, that's about it for right now. Let's jump over to the PC editor. Let's go. All right, now here is the meat and potatoes of editing on a PC or a computer or a laptop or whatever. HitFilm for Express. This is entirely free for you people. I'm not going to go in detail now. I'll go in detail in a future video. So this is really high quality. It works well. It's super good. It does all the things that you need it to do. You can add a whole bunch of, you know, like for example, Asteroid Mania Didlios used to edit using HitFilm for years, actually, before he swapped to Adobe Premiere. But this is still really good. It's amazing. It works, and there's a whole bunch of little tutorials and stuff that they do. So that's really nice. You can even use to edit, and if you want to edit multiple videos, you can export them all in one go. And the only problem with HitFilm is that the renders do take forever. One render takes maybe like 2.5 hours for a 30-minute video, and that kind of does suck. But it's free, entirely free, so I highly suggest you use it. You can use Adobe Premiere as well if you want, or you could use like Filmora, or you could use all the other stuff that you want. I don't care, but this is probably the best free one. It looks like it should cost money, but it doesn't, and that's what makes it amazing. Alright, so now that you know how to edit, let's get on to the actual video part. Hey, so thumbnails. You guys don't know how to make thumbnails? Well, it's actually really easy. It's like really easy. This is called Thumbnail Maker. You can make this if you want. You could also use things like what I use. I use something called Pixel Lab. Bwop, bwop. See, this is Pixel Lab, and it works really well. There's also something else that you can use. All of these are free, by the way. There's something called Photo Director. Bwop, bwop. See, all of these are they're good thumbnail makers. You guys can just experiment with them, look around in them, see what you want to make out of it, see what else you want to do because of it. The thumbnail that I make for this video is more likely than not from one of these three apps that you can do. You can also go on your computer and use Photoshop, GIMP. You can use other stuff. I'm not really sure other stuff, but you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. There is a free version of Photoshop called Photoshop CS2, and I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it is a little overly complicated for new content creators, but the stuff on your phone, super simple, super easy, and it makes just too much sense. So with this all done, with your editing all done, with your thumbnail all created, how are you gonna put it all together? Upload it to YouTube, and I'll meet you there. I told you I'd meet you here. So with this all done, you come here, you have it uploaded all to YouTube, you have it all ready to go. All you gotta do is you gotta download the YouTube Creator Studio on your phone. You can come in, edit your video, edit the thumbnail, you can change the description, put in tags, make sure you put in tags, put it to a playlist, put it public, unlisted, private, title it, all that other stuff. You can kind of ignore all of this, actually, just ignore it, and that's probably as far as you're gonna need to go. With tags, make sure you put at least, I would say maybe at least 7 or 8 relevant tags, especially for new creators. Make sure you put as many tags as possible, but don't clickbait with tags, or don't like put irrelevant tags. Like on a Pokemon video, you wouldn't put something like, "Oh, Roblox." No, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that, would you? That's bad. That's not good. So just make sure that you have that like that, and that's probably about all as you need to know for how to make high quality videos with low income. You know, I'm not really having any income, so the most I paid for all of this is however much my computer cost, however much my phone cost, which if you're a kid, your parents got most of that covered, however much Power Director cost, which I gave you guys multiple options, you wouldn't even need that, and that's about it. However much your equipment costs, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess, but a kid could save up for that, and I know he can. So I just went over with you guys step by step. I didn't go into too much detail, but I think you guys got the gist of it on how to make high quality videos with little to no income, because just making sure that you have the right microphone. You don't even need that good of a webcam. If you don't want to use a webcam, you don't even have to. I think your phone has a good enough camera if you realistically want that. Just make sure you got a good microphone, make sure you got a good editor, make sure you got good recording setup and all that stuff, and you just got to make sure that you can go out there with grit, integrity, and just do it. Because if you make sure that you can get it done, it will get done. If you can make sure that it is high quality, it will be high quality. I've shown you guys how to go through it. I will go into more detail in future videos on specific parts of this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll talk about it in more detail with you guys. If you guys do have any, I already said I have any questions, I will answer them. I'll try my best to answer them as specifically as possible with any specific questions or anything. So make sure you guys tell me. And question of the day: what editor do you guys use? And what recording software do you guys use? And do you guys even create content? I don't know. I don't even know if some of the people here don't care. I mean, some of the people here might be like, I don't even make YouTube videos. I don't care. But, you know, that's okay, I guess. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you have not already. And leave a comment down below. I'm not sure when this video is dropping. Probably Sunday. I don't know. I don't feel like editing it today. I don't feel like doing that tonight. I don't know. But I got more videos in the future. I got more videos like this in the future. I hope I can do more of this in the future. I've been SM22. Stay shrinky. Bye bye.